now joined by Talor, Nunez, Meyers, quarterback center. So you guys know each other quite well. Talor, I'm going to start off with you. First reactions after last night's game was a heartbreaking loss. Obviously, you guys wanted to go in there and show show the district what you guys were made of. You still kind of did that, but you ended up with a loss. What are your first reactions after that game last night?
We're not going to get down from that. One loss is not going to define our team. We know who we are. We know our identity. So we're just going to keep moving forward, and we have a lot more football to go, and we still have the goals in front of us. So I think it's no big deal to us. I think it's just a small adversity that's going to get us through. It's going to teach us something that we need to take with us through the season. So.
What about you, Hunter? After that game, what were your thoughts? Initially, going into the locker room after the game.
I mean, everybody was upset about the loss. It was JP and I. We wanted to show them proud, but we all thought we worked hard. I mean, it was a hard fight, but it's going to help us out in the long run, showing us that we can handle a little adversity. Keep on going for the next week's game.
And Talor, go back to you now. Last night, you're like a dual threat quarterback. You can throw the ball, you can run the ball. You showed your legs a lot last night, especially early in the game. You ran the option quite a bit. What did you see out there on the field that made it, kind of give you the, get around the edge there on the option?
So, I think option is a good weapon for us, and I think that we played our strengths. And our O-line, I give credit to our O-line. They did great up front. They did awesome yesterday, and each and every game they just keep getting better. And, I'm just really proud of our O-line because without them, we couldn't run anything that we do. So, I mean, each and every game we prepare the same way. We prepare hard and we prepare to make ourselves better. We don't worry about the other teams. So, I mean, what your question was, how
do you always give credit to your O-line, or are you just saying that just Hunter sits right next to you?
Oh, no. I always give credit to my O-line because, in all honesty, if I didn't have a good O-line, we wouldn't be anywhere that we were today. So.
And Hunter, how do you take that? I mean,
it's great that
give you all the credit
we get the credit. I mean, this year with Jason, he always thanks the O-line for after every game, thanks the O-line for all the yards he got. So it really helps us to keep us going because you hardly ever hear the O-line in the paper for doing something good.
Well, I know in the NFL, you hear this a lot of times where like a rusher, a running back runs for a big game, or at the end of the season, has a 1,500 yards, beats his goals. He takes them out to dinner. He could do that in the NFL. Have you gotten to talk to Jason about what he might do for you guys at the end of the year?
Oh, yeah, we always ask him. We always mess around. Jason, he's a good guy, but I doubt we'll probably get a meal out of it, but it'd be nice.
What about you, Coach? What do you think about the offensive line? Everybody loves them right now. They're playing really great, and that really helps you guys out, to run the ball.
It gives you a lot of comfort as a play caller. A lot of times we're talking about first down, making a big deal out of first down, and throughout the entire game we're sitting under 2nd and 5, and that's what I meant. We were in control of the game because we had those opportunities, and I really felt like throughout the game they did that. And going into the season, we knew that was going to be a strength for us. Our tight ends, our extra fullbacks that we have, we kind of tailored the offense around what our strengths were, like each coach does. And I think offensively that was definitely one of our strengths, and we wanted to play through that. And those guys have done a great job, and offensive linemen, they always have their own unique chemistry. And this group is no exception. They bond well together and pull together, and they're always the group that's always going to be together.
And since you're the quarterback, Talor, having a strong running game really helps you. What does that do for you knowing you have a running back like Jason Baxter and an offensive line with Hunter there, blocking for you? Does that make it easier for you as a quarterback?
And it makes it a lot easier. Right before the game, I told my line, I said, I have confidence. If I have to draw back, I'm not going to worry about somebody coming to hit me. And it's a great feeling to know that your running game also opens up your passing game, and it's a great factor for us as a team. So.
And I want to pick on you a little bit here. His throwing motion, it's a little unorthodox. I mean, it's not just a smooth. It's a little jerky or whatever. I mean, I'm just going to pick on you. It works for you though, Coach. Have you worked with him on his throwing motion before?
I'm the biggest blame of the whole thing in the process. It's actually not Talor. I tell our coaches all the time they're either taught or allowed. Jim Trussell quote, and that's definitely, I guess I've allowed it. But I will say, the last 3 weeks we've seen a big progress in Talor's throwing motion from where he was early in the season. And to his credit, he works hard at it. He stays up to practice every day with the receivers, and they continue to work on it. And it's getting better. We're excited. We'll have an opportunity here pretty quick to really showcase that, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. I'll let you defend yourself here. I mean, it worked for you. I mean, you zing the ball in there no matter what. It's a tight spiral every time I see you throw the ball. So where did you learn that? Is that just how you practicing your whole life?
I guess my whole life I've been I consider myself perfectionist, so when coach, we did some drills that involved extension, and I would overdo it. I would over-exaggerate the fact that I needed to extend my arm. And from then on, I did it so much, I was like, I have to do what coach is telling me, I have to do what coach is telling me, and then it got to a point where I built a habit of overextending, so I had to, break down that habit. I had to do wall drills and things to keep my elbow at 90 degrees and keep, my C in the right, the right degree. And, I've been working on it. It's just muscle memory, and it's getting better. So, and that's the good thing is that we're making progress. And I'm not worried about it at all. I still have a great O-line. I still have a great...
Just mention the O-line, how great they are. But, Hunter, do you ever, being a perfectionist, do you ever get on him for being too perfect for anything?
No, at schoolwork and everything, like we're in class with them, we'll be doing a test, and we'll all be done, and Taylor will be there, like, thinking, because Taylor can just sit there and he can think, and he'll eventually get it. We're all, like us, the rest of us are, well, I just don't know it.
So you just go to him. So he's going to copy off of him.
Yes.
I hope none of your teachers are watching this right now. All right, so speaking of tests, you guys feel like you know your football knowledge?
Oh.
Do you think you know it more than coach?
They're the smart guys, they make a lot better grades than us.
All right, you're being very modest right now, but we're going to get back to the test. Coming up after the break, I'm going to test these guys' football knowledge. We're going to do the players against the coach, so don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss that.